Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Today we have the Exotac Titanlight. This is an aluminum petrol lighter, flint sparked aluminum petrol lighter that is newly manufactured, not vintage, and is also manufactured in the United States. I believe, if I was reading correctly here a while ago, that is very small print, but in Winder, Georgia. We will go over all of this information here in a moment, get this unpackaged. This is a lighter that our buddy Mark Burris has talked about for a long time. It's a lighter that I was eager to take a look at. I was eager to have one of my own to use, and of course to make some videos to give you guys a better idea of what this lighter might be like, how you can use it, and how it might stand up to what you have to put it through. But for the price tag, $60 to $90, it's just not really in my wheelhouse. This channel was created to basically make videos to show off and repair vintage petrol lighters. So for one, it's not really the exact niche of this channel per se, although I think that you could look at it and say generally petrol lighters are our niche. But we started out with vintage petrol lighters, so that's one thing. The fact that it's not vintage, so that's going to take a mark off in some people's eyes, not necessarily in mine, but in some. But $60 to $90 price range, for me to have been able to review this lighter, I would have had to wait till I got a deal on one. That's just the way I operate. I don't pay full price for hardly anything, especially lighters. Vintage lighters, I like finding them for a bargain. That's what I do. I find them for a bargain, I get them up and running again, as attractive and useful as they can be, and sell them for a nice profit. But what we're going to do with this one is to hopefully just kind of put it through the basics, get it fueled up, see how you change the flint, all that kind of stuff. The commenter who purchased this and sent it for me to use here on the channel, we're having some issues with the wick sputtering after just a few seconds after lighting it. They were curious whether maybe they might have repacked the wadding a little too tightly. So we're going to keep all that in mind as we use it, but we are going to fuel this up, get the flint installed if it doesn't already have one. I'm not sure exactly how this lighter, what disposition it comes out of the package. So we are going to get this unpackaged and give you a look of it in action right now. Really large lighter compared to, your typical petrol lighter. At least that's the way it appears in the package. We will see as we get it out and in our hands, but we're going to give a good reading of all the information we have here on the package. First, it says always ready, waterproof, leak proof, saves lighter fluid, refillable lighter fluid, aluminum CNC machined, Titanlight refillable lighter, waterproof, made in USA, Exotac, and lighter. I think that's all the printing on the front. On the back now we have a QR code for more information, also the Exotac branding. Barcode down here says black, made in USA. There you can see the Winder, Georgia address. It addresses the Zippo trademark because it mentions Zippo up here. It says what it is. The Titanlight is a precision machined, ultra durable, waterproof lighter that uses lighter fluid as fuel, Zippo or equivalent. 2 O-ring seals prevent your fuel from evaporating or leaking when it's not in use. And as anyone who has used any old petrol lighters or Zippos to any extent knows, most petrol lighters evaporate fuel rather quickly. So it says it has a high spark flint wheel, waterproof to 1 meter, 1 revolution quick thread cap, convection assist combustion, machined aluminum construction, easily replaceable flint. Says filling to fill first time, unscrew small bottom cap and add 2 millimeter of fuel to cotton. When refilling, be careful not to overfill. The lighter is full when the cotton is slightly damp. Allow lighter to sit upright for 10 minutes to saturate wick. Shows you a lanyard attachment loop here on the cap, snuffer cap. There's the flint wheel, wind guard. Says removable pin to access flint. So we'll see how that functions and operates. We've got an O-ring here, and then removable cap for fueling, and should be an O-ring in there. Got your normal warnings about cancer being caused by the soot or reproductive harm by the carbon monoxide. So now we will see about getting this package open. So I thought there might be a guarantee or some other paperwork inside. I didn't see anything about a guarantee. So we'll have to look that up on the website. I'm sure that QR code will take us and give us all the information we need. It is very lightweight, and that O-ring fits pretty snugly. So that punches out in that direction apparently. There's our wadding. Let's get a pick and just see what happens if we punch this out. Oh, there we go. That whole cap is going to come off. At least it appears. Okay, interesting. So there's your spring, there's your flywheel. I'm going to set this down, but here's the pin. And it appears as though the flint, which has been grooved, we'll put that back down toward the file wheel. Hold all that together. I believe that bigger side and pretty nifty. Slides right into place. Nice big sparks. Here's our cap, which we took off momentarily a while ago. Made in USA by Exotac. This really has the feel of what some people would call a black gun. AR-15. A lot of the tactical flashlights and stuff that I've used to hunt. So it said, I believe 2 millimeter. Sorry, that's not right. 2 milliliter. To refill and screw and place 2 milliliter of fuel to cotton. We'll see about 2 milliliter or not. We're going to saturate this cotton, and not a huge tank, but not a tiny one either. It looks pretty saturated. And feels relatively heavy as well, or heavier than it did. So we've got the rubber O-ring sealing that, fuel cap on the base, and then the O-ring down here below the threads, sealing the cap. Titanlight, Exotac Titanlight, made in USA, in Winder, Georgia. Thank you to our pal, the viewer who sent it. He said he did not want a shout out. If he changes his mind, I'll let you know who he is later. And also our buddy Mark Burris, who's talked about this lighter for a long time. And now we'll see just how well it performs, and as far as this particular video goes, whether or not that was enough fuel to get it to ignite the first time. Not the first, but the second. We definitely have some waning of flame immediately, so let's go ahead and take a look at that and just see. Yeah, we got a little bit of charring, which we're going to use it, so that's no problem. But we will go ahead, since we had that flame waning a bit, or not quite as strong as it should be, add a little bit more fuel. That looks pretty saturated. And I'm not afraid, especially with these O-rings, to overfill this a little bit and just see what kind of vapor lock it may develop. The Cygnus lighters do very well at filling them up. They don't suffer too much from vapor lock, nor do they leak their fuel. Well, that is a much better result than we had to begin with. And we will see more of this lighter on a regular basis, and also to replicate some of the problems that our buddy who sent it to us was having, and maybe we can help some of you with those problems as well.